In today's breaking story, the media is speculating on the collision course that the massive egos of Donald Trump and Elon Musk are on. This in light of Musk's latest impulsive action. And in just a minute, I'll reveal what the move was, a move that is being described as risky. There was a time when Elon Musk backed Ron DeSantis for president and said this about Donald: "I don't hate the man, but it's time for Trump to hang up his hat and sail into the sunset." And in return, Trump called Musk a bullshit artist and said, "I could have said drop to your knees and beg, and he would have done it." So like me, you may be skeptical of their new relationship. Honestly, it feels more tenuous than an NBA basketball player romancing a Kardashian sister, and their relationship is playing out like reality TV. They've been on several high-profile bro dates lately, carefully curating a look of mutual affection and solidarity.
And we've seen Musk's influence on Trump take hold right before our eyes, right? Smack in the middle of Trump and his running mate at the high-profile Army-Navy. I mean, it's almost like an AI image and someone keeps plastering him in the middle, except for this is actually real photos. And don't forget, Trump and Musk were together. Musk joined the family photo for Trump on the election night victory. Trump's granddaughter posted a photo with him, calling him an uncle. He was even seated right next to Trump at Thanksgiving dinner, swaying to the YMCA song.
But also like me, you believe there is absolutely no scenario that these two can coexist long term. It's two Kardashians and zero basketball players. Both billionaires are egomaniacs and need the spotlight, and neither will be comfortable with playing beta to the alpha. Before I share the recent risky move by Musk, as reported by a Wall Street Journal reporter, have a look at some of the cracks that the CNN panel are seeing in the Trump-Musk bromance and the chaos it's bringing to our government.
Disarray and panic. Who was it that said chaos follows? Oh, it was Nikki Haley. You know, when Icarus flew too close to the sun. You know, but this is a very fascinating moment, right? You've got chaos, as Manu was describing it on Capitol Hill. Yeah. Chaos, right? Complete and utter disarray, and that utter disarray is because of Elon Musk.
Because of Elon Musk and because of Donald Trump. And I'm going to say something that I'm predicting right now. I'm going to get to say maybe 100 times before Donald Trump is out of office. We told you so. You know, Democrats predicted that as you point out, Nikki Haley predicted that Donald Trump was going to bring chaos. And to the point that was just made. So you have two unelected corporate billionaires basically driving the decision about what's going to happen with our budget, whether or not to default and to whether or not to raise the debt ceiling, whether or not to, miss the deadlines, and we won't have air traffic controllers, and we won't have, all the government functions. And, I have to believe that Americans are asking themselves, wait a second, that's not what we voted for. And Trump has already said he doesn't know he can do the one thing that they did say they wanted, which was lower costs.
Now watch as the Wall Street Journal's Vivian Salama breaks down the risks that Elon Musk faces by flying too close to the Donald Trump son.
But Vivian Salama, can I just ask you, because I know you're covering the Trump transition for the Wall Street Journal and you've been breaking so much news. Musk goes ahead of Trump on this funding bill publicly and significantly so. He is the leader here in the charge against it. 70 posts, 12 hours between his first post and Trump finally weighing in. How risky of a game is Musk playing?
It's incredibly risky, and amazingly, his advisors have been remarkably silent on why it took Donald Trump, or even Vice President-elect J.D. Vance, so long to weigh in on this issue, whereas Elon Musk, as you were saying, was tweeting all day long about this, as was Vivek Ramaswamy, the two men who are leading the Department of Government Efficiency coming into this next administration. And so it is very unusual to see close advisors to Donald Trump getting ahead of him on critical issues like this. But also, whether or not there was any coordination in advance. Advisors told us that they did kind of receive Trump's blessing, that they were on the same page, but they really couldn't give much more of an explanation as to why Elon Musk was just kind of going full-throated, rejection of the bill so early on without us hearing from Trump. And so he is definitely playing a risky game. Donald Trump typically likes to kind of be his own spokesman. We know that. I happen to cover his first White House, and so we saw that play out, and it'll be interesting to see how this plays out too.
So the funding bill they're talking about is dead. But this story remains fascinating because of the precedent that it sets. While Trump works behind the scenes to bend Republicans to his will, the now traditional process in the party, it is a slow process that takes time. Meanwhile, Musk can get ahead of Trump with a barrage of tweets with his feelings on any matter. And because he's already threatened to support the opponents of those who do not fall into line when it comes time for their re-election, and he has the world's largest megaphone in X, Musk has the leverage that no private citizen has ever had. So in this scenario, Trump will look weak if and when he comes behind Musk with an opposing point of view and ultimately loses a very high-profile tug of war. As I mentioned, I don't think there is any scenario that this doesn't blow up like a malfunctioning SpaceX Starship at takeoff. And if you have a betting poll to mark the day this cabal of chaos collapses, I'll take April 1st just for the irony. And I'll give Jim Acosta and Representative Barbara Lee the final word with the question and the answer to who's in charge.
And Congresswoman, you did mention Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Yesterday at 4:15 a.m., Elon Musk tweeted, this bill should not pass. We can show this to our viewers if we have the graphic available right there. 4:15 a.m. yesterday. Trump did not come out and say anything about all of this on social media until late yesterday afternoon, nearly 13 hours later. We can put that Truth Social post from Donald Trump up there if we can. I guess, what are your thoughts on all of this? I mean, what's the feeling among Democrats right now? Who's in charge? Is it Elon Musk? Is it Donald Trump? What's going on?
Well, for me personally, it appears that Elon Musk is trying to take the role as an unelected president. And in fact, that Donald Trump, it appears, is following his orders